pink it or kiss. No matter how I think of him, I think of a. No matter how I think of him, I think of an act. Who can't stick to the script. I'ma give you a clip. Jada, pink it or kiss. No matter how I think of him, I think of a. No matter how I think of him, I think of an act. Who can't stick to the script. Beanie Sigel won that battle clearly. We know this. We know this. Didn't Jadakiss have a song called Jada's Got a gun? Now he could have bought one. He could have had one, but didn't Jadakiss have a lyric where he was like something 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 never did a day but got the jail on lock? Now, hip hop is art. Hip hop, a lot of hip hop artists, they're poets. They take creative license. They speak about, they might speak in first person someone else's story that they saw or grew up with. Sometimes they take on that role in a song to paint a portrait, a grim street portrait. They're storytellers, artists, MCs, painters, if you will. That doesn't mean they're frauds. No, they're telling a story that that they may have lived around. Their friend, family may have actually done it, not them, but in the song they make it them, but not so much they make it them. They're speaking in that person's position, but it may not necessarily be them. That doesn't mean they're a fraud. But when you do it to the point of 30 years, and then your daddy comes with you on Joe Budden's podcast, and as the Google machine says, it says during an appearance, hit the like button. Hit the like. You watch it. Hit the like button. My damn drink. Where's my drink? Damn drink, man. Jay, you telling me, Jay? See, a lot of you groupies watching, you're gonna be drinking. Why are you saying this about Jadakiss, man? Come on, man. I F with Kiss, man. Come on, man. Oh no. You telling me Jadakiss been a fraud? Oh Jesus. Oh no. No, XDM, please. You telling me Jadakiss is a fraud? Recently, I had a video talking about the whole Jadakiss 38 Special debacle. 38 Special bombed on him, whooped on him on a song. And you Glazers were choking like that. How could you say this? People get very emotional, choked up when you tell the truth about celebrities they worship. I've seen it every week, every day on this channel. You telling me, you telling me Jadakiss never been to prison? No. You hating again. To talk about Kendrick again. Why you talk about Jadakiss? And let me say this for you groupies. Jadakiss is one of the greatest MCs of all time. We know this. Punchlines, metaphors. He has one of the greatest voices, greatest flows. Come on, man. He rapped on records with DMX and Biggie and Jay-Z, and he was spectacular on them records. But his daddy exposed him in a way that made it seem like he was a fraud. If you rap about clapping and shooting, Jadakiss, the thing about Jadakiss, he's so ill, man. When he said maybe Jadakiss' greatest song is "All for the Love" on the first Locks album. When he said most beams is infrared, but mine's is fluorescent. Oh, hit like his little hoodie in the picture. Most beams is infrared, but mine's is fluorescent. No, XDN, no, XDN, no, come on, no. People act like you're killing their childhood when you start saying these things. This channel is called XDN Reacts, which means these people have to do something for me to react to. If they didn't do something or say something, I'd have nothing to react to. But you're gonna have people in the comments calling me a hater. You know what's funny about people in the comments when they say hating do they think typing that is gonna stop people like me from speaking? This channel is about me. It's not about you people in the comments. So I don't know. Did you not know that? It says my name on it, not yours. Like, I don't understand like that whole fan thing. If I call you a hater every day, you're gonna somehow like stop talking like that. Like, no. Look, I'm the type of person, if you tell me you don't like something, I'm gonna keep doing it 10,000 times more and louder. So you're serving no purpose. If a rapper talks about clapping everybody, my beams is fluorescent for 30 years, and then his daddy exposed him on Joe Budden's couch, does that mean he was just a great poet, or was he a fraud? Or is this looking too deep into things? Oh, of course. You're a fan of this person, so come on, you're reaching. Now, if this was someone you didn't like, yeah, they're fraud. See, once again, the picking and choosing. If I like the person, you reaching, you hating. But if I don't like the person, yeah, they're a fraud. XD, yeah, they're a fraud, man. Man, hit the like button, man. I fuck with your content, man. Zip with the drip, just a dusty wombat looking motherfucker. Please. Oh my God. Jadakiss' father, Bob, oh my God, his daddy's name is Bob. Bob Phillips discussed the rapper's early life and education. Because you went to a good school, that doesn't mean you're a fraud. There's many people who grew up in bad neighborhoods, but they went to a top tier school. That means their parents had greater vision for them. But once again, a lot of the ignorance, and I'm joking in all these things, but the amount of ignorance in the black community when it comes to things like this. Oh, well, like, yeah, you from here, but you go to that white school, so like somehow you are soft or something. Like, what are you talking about? You black, but you like rock music? What's another? You black, but you like hockey? You like baseball? Somehow your blackness is removed because you went to a good school, or sorry, you're not obsessed with the NBA. You like baseball. You like hockey. So somehow you're not as black. Like this stupid nigga shit. If Jadakiss' father put him in a great education in a private school, wouldn't you? See, this is the ignorance of people. If you had children, would you rather your children be in a private school or in a rundown school that the curriculum's behind and they got to bring the pit bulls in to sniff the lockers? Which one would you rather have? Which, if you were a kid, which would you rather go to? Which would you have your children go to? But Negroes don't think like this. Jadakiss is not a fraud. He may not have grown up. He may not have done the things he rapped about, but that doesn't mean he's a fraud. That means he's a great poet who understood the art of description and poetic value. A fraud is someone like 6ix9ine. I'm about to choke again. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Hold on. I'm choking like Daphne Joy on that tape. Why did Diddy have that? Why did Diddy use that type of lighting on the tape? I didn't understand that. The lighting he had, that was real sly. I want to thank Vlad TV for spending 6 months of 2026 telling people that Puffy had 3 inches. I needed to know that. Jadakiss and his daddy need to know that too. Thank you. Vlad TV, investigative reporter, Vlad TV. Jadakiss' father mentioned the rapper's early life and education. He mentioned that Jadakiss grew up in a stable 2-parent household. Oh man, you have both parents, man, so somehow you ain't real. That's the ignorance of Negroes. He attended a private school. Wasn't this Eminem's verse in In 8 Mile versus Papa Doc. What was the verse? This is Clarence, and Clarence lives at home with whatever that. What was the last scene in 8 Mile about Jadakiss? I might have to change the title of this video. Eminem. So who knew? Like 24 years later, the final battle in 8 Mile was a subliminal about Jadakiss's real life. Damn. So Eminem finally battled a real MC. Finally, he was tired of Moby and Britney Spears, so he made a character in 8 Mile, and he couldn't say Jadakiss, so he named him Papa Doc. Well, Jadakiss's Papa Bob said that he went to private school and went to college for a semester. Ice Cube went to college. Cameron went to college. Puffy went to college. A lot of people went to college. Lil' Kim went to college. Did you know that? During her career. J. Cole, he went to college. I believe St. John's University. No, but once again, dusty Negroes and dusty street apes. You know, if you get out of prison, they throw a party. But if you graduate college, yeah, but like, yeah, I'll beat them books out your hand. Like, this is the world you're living in. Ignorant people will celebrate you doing 10 years in prison, but they'll disregard you went to college for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, whatever the case. You know, if you go to 8 years or 6, whatever, however the length is to become a doctor or whatever the case, they'll disregard that. You got an education at the highest form. They'll act like you did nothing, but you go to prison for 10, 20 years and they're throwing parties. Prince Miller, home, finally. We're celebrating Prince Miller, who was a killer and a criminal. But Nas and Jadakiss is at his party singing and dancing. This is the world you're living in. He went to college for a semester, which led to lighthearted internet chatter regarding the rapper's gritty street persona. And you know the hypocrisy? There are people like, oh man, Jadakiss a fraud, he a fraud. He went to school, he actually read books. But these same people will suck 50 Cent's dick and say, 50 so smart, 50 so smart, 50 so smart. Did 50 Cent go to college? No, but like, he was so smart because, he kissed the right Jewish people's ass. So 50 Cent is a genius to you. But Jadakiss actually like went to private school and got an education, and he's a fraud. This is some people in this world. If you're black, you know what I'm talking about. I'm lost for a rarity on this channel. I'm at a loss for words. Now, Jadakiss, he responded to the whole internet reaction of people actually, trying to tear down his character. He later pushed back, it says, on internet reactions that painted his upbringing as a totally privileged or Huxtables-like, clarifying that his family still faced real working class struggles. And that's another thing. There are some people, they think you have to come from them. If you're black and you didn't come from the very worst poverty, somehow you had it easy. Like, what are you talking about? Life is not a competition about who had it worse. Once again, but people who are mentally broke, forget financially broke, people who are spiritually broke think like this. Well, like, I had no parents. I had to do everything alone. Well, that's unfortunate, but that doesn't mean that you somehow deserve more than me. Life is not a competition about who had it the worst. But people who are broken-spirited and broken-minded, they think this way. There is such thing as working-class struggles. Anyway, but this this happened some time ago. But I think when this happened, I might have had a break from making videos, or whatever. But I was just Beanie Sigel exposed Jadakiss. I think of an act who can't stick to the script. Oh man, Beanie Sigel one that you people really tick me off. Hit the like button. You people tick me off. I think like a year ago, I put a poll in the community section, and I said, in 2001, who won the battle, Beanie or Jadakiss? And you people picked Jadakiss. Where's my damn drink? I'm about to start choking again. Damn. Oh, Big pun. I'll grab your throat until you choke like the Knicks or something, whatever. Man, F the Knicks. I'm not from New York. You know, apparently a lot of my audience, you're like New Yorkers. I'm sorry to hear that. You think you special because you grew up on the dollar van? Because you got wallabies in multiple flavors? I don't give a damn. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Do you consider an artist like Jadakiss to be a fraud, or just a great storyteller and a tremendous talent, and people are over exaggerating who actually were labeling him this after his daddy exposed him? Most beams is infrared, but mine is fluorescent. That is a 5 mic, 10 mic bar. That's one of the greatest bars ever. Leave your thoughts below. If you want to support the channel, you can join the channel with a membership. Membership's a great way to support the channel. You can get early videos. You can your comments will be at the top of the chat. There's many perks. If you click on memberships, you can read what they are and everything like that. Also, you want to support the channel, or if you have a video request, you can donate to the Cash App. The new Cash App is XDN Wins. And follow me on Instagram at XDN Online, and all my channels on YouTube. My XDN Wrestling channel, XDN Sports channel, my backup channel in case this channel goes wrong. And I'm up out of here, and that is it. Now, also, I don't really promote this, but I have a Spotify, but somehow I have like a bunch of subscribers, and I don't even know how I got them, but maybe more on that later. But I don't know how that happened. I might think of starting to put some of these videos on Spotify. I believe Spotify you can upload like podcasts now, so we might have to transition to Spotify as well. But we'll see how that goes. But until the next video, I'm up out of here. That is it.